And we say, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live for College Game Day, tailgate, picks, College Game Day, and more with Ballard Sports Media. We already got Dominic in the back room, as I did go ahead and drop the link. We'll get him on here in just 1 second. Let me take off this overlay. Of course, this is our tailgate stream. We got the third Saturday reaction later on, which will not be a hangout. And then Texas and Georgia. I'm still contemplating. I might drop the link for that one, but I'm not sure. But I definitely on my own, unless I get a Tennessee guy, possibly TriStar, to call the Tennessee Alabama game. Other than that, let's hang out here and watch some college game day. We got Texas in the background, and we also got Dominic joining the show. What's up, buddy?
Hey man, what's going on? It is
Hey,
week. It is week 8. Week 8, right?
7 or 8. I think it's week 8. Yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
to
man.
it's hard to keep track sometimes, but yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, man. Another day of college football. Obviously, your Crimson Tide are facing Tennessee, and meanwhile,
Yeah,
my Cavs we're on the road and we're facing Clemson today.
I saw that, and I kind of contemplated. I think so. How we're going to run this stream is going to be Hangout, and we'll go as long as we're talking. I do have to cut it off at some point before I go live for Alabama, Tennessee, but I'm not sure yet if I'm thinking I cut it off around 11:15, and then I take a break, watch some of these games, and then come back for the Tennessee game. But yeah, we got a good lineup at noon. So
Yeah,
let's go
man.
ahead and actually let's pull this up. I'm going to share screen here.
That's
We
fine.
got a couple. We already got a couple people watching. Uh, so feel free to join in with us on the stream, and we'd love to hear from you guys. I I don't know. I don't know how the turnout's actually going to be this morning. It says we got 3, which is good. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. But let's dive into some of these games here. So Miami at Louisville obviously highlights the slate of morning games here. As you see, I'm in Alabama, so it's 11 a.m. Central, so it's still kind of morning.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Uh,
okay.
Miami, Miami 6-0, favored by 5.5. To cover that, they got to win by 6 or more against Louisville, who's 4-2, very much still alive for the ACC title run, possibly a playoff spot if they finish with 10 wins. If they win out, I don't know if that's going to happen with Louisville though. I love Miami this year. I love what I'm seeing. What do you think about this game?
You know, you got number 6 Miami going up against an unranked Louisville on the road. I feel like if Cam Ward and that offense can just play like they've been playing all season so far, I feel like they can cover that spread and pick up another W. And as Miami fans say, it's all about the U.
It is all about the U today for sure.
Yeah,
They got a
man.
56% chance to win, leaving Louisville with a 44% chance to win. That's not bad. I understand it. I think Louisville understands it. And this is this is probably the best noon game we got. Unless you're Dominic, talk to me real quick about this Virginia Clemson game. How are you feeling?
Oh, man. Going up against Clemson on the road, this honestly is going to be a tough game. And speaking of Clemson, there is one Clemson fan in particular I'm facing today, and you probably know who I'm talking about.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Pigskin Pete.
Yes, Pigskin
Yeah.
Pete. Oh, Lord. I have a feeling this is not going to go well today, but hopefully it'll be a good game. I feel like we're going to get blown out, probably because it's
Yeah.
in Clemson, but oh, yup, I can already see it already.
Well, the spread, here's the thing. You're a 20-point underdog. I think, honestly, you guys are really a good team. You're coming off that Louisville loss last week. You beat Boston College is a good win. Coastal's a good win. Great offense in that Coastal game. You did lose to Maryland. Again, if 10-win teams can get in the playoffs at 10-2, Virginia pulls this off, they're still set up, dude. They'll be
Yeah,
ranked if
man.
they go on the road. They will be ranked, I promise you. They will be ranked somewhere next week
Mhm.
if they're able to pull this off. Clemson's gonna drop big time. They're
Yeah.
still very much alive if they lose. I do think Clemson's gonna win though, personally, but I see a small chance. Talk to me about what you've loved out of this Virginia team.
Oh man, through the first 6 games, I definitely love our quarterback Anthony Calandria. He's just been throwing dimes left and right like crazy, and our receivers have just been getting them balls. Especially who is that? Is that Fields? Our
Yeah,
receiver?
this is
Yeah,
Malachi Fields.
yeah, Malachi
3
Fields, man.
touchdowns.
Yes, he has done very well throughout the first 6 games, and I don't know why people are still sleeping on us. Like, look at us, we're 4-2.
I'm not sleeping on you. I think you guys have done great, and your losses are not bad. Like Maryland's not a bad team. Louisville's not a bad team. I look at it like you could take loss number 3 today and most likely not make the playoffs, or you could upset Clemson, who has not lost since that Georgia game, has looked dominant defensively every week outside of NC State. And a little bit with App State. I mean, they did give up 20 points, but that's App State for you. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
holding a score. But
yeah.
when you look back at Virginia here, at Clemson, North Carolina, then you get a bye week to prepare for Pittsburgh on the
Mm.
9th of November on the road. Then you go to Notre Dame. I'm sorry. I got to say they're going to lose some of those games, but I say any given Saturday, if you want it bad enough, you'll go get the victory. And, if they really want it, they'll go get 10 wins on this schedule, but it's going to be hard to see. I think if I had to predict, I do like Clemson to win today. So that's loss number 3. I think you could get North Carolina next week. I'm going to say an upset there.
Ooh.
They're 3-4. It's not really an upset, so I take that back. You guys will probably be favored. I'm going to say you beat North Carolina. I'm going to say you uh SMU you'll win. I think you beat Virginia Tech. So I'll give you those 3 wins to start. You'll be at 7 wins. Well, let me see. North Carolina, SMU, Virginia Tech. That's 3. So I got to decide on Pitt, Notre Dame, and Clemson. I'm going to say you lose to Clemson. I'm going to say that Pitt game is going to be close. Why do I feel like you could pick up Pitt and drop Notre Dame unless you drop both? I don't think you win both. You could either drop both. I don't think you go to South Bend and win. But I think it's possible you go to Pitt. My gut says that you'll lose both of those games, but you're still in position to make a bowl game and probably finish with 7 or 8 wins.
Yeah, probably. I had a lot of faith in this team in the offseason, and my hopes are still kind of high for this team, but not too high after the first 6 games. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this team has been playing.
I think you have to be because I know for a while they've really struggled and just
Yeah.
struggled to get by on some victories, and you just gotta credit them. You do. I mean, 43-24 against Coastal. I know Coastal's not what they were a few years back. They're still a good program. Boston College, they're 4-3 right now, and you beat them. So, and the losses you played, I mean, you lost by 14 to Maryland at home. Okay, maybe that happens. But Louisville's a great team. You only lost by 4 at home. So I think coming off that Louisville loss, you look at this Clemson game, I think you're not looking necessarily to win. You're looking to play close and give them a scare and show that you can at least be competitive.
Yeah, that Louisville loss was kind of a hard pill to swallow for me, if you ask me. That was kind of a hard pill to swallow, losing by 4. But hey, gotta give credit to the Louisville fans. Had a great season. Hats off to them, man. I'm not gonna lie, Louisville has a bright future ahead of them, don't you think?
I think so. I think they're good under Jeff Brom. He did it
Yeah.
okay at Purdue, and I think that you know, I think that his recruiting and transfer portal techniques right now are really good to set up great talent.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what else we got. Miami, Louisville, Virginia, Clemson. What are some other noon games? Oh, Auburn at Missouri.
Ooh, that's one of the 4 I'm gonna be watching.
Auburn, listen, if Auburn goes 0-4 in conference play, which is likely today, I don't want to say I'm going to laugh. I might cry with them because this is just sad. They're 2-4, right? And I don't know what other games they could try to win to make a bowl. They just have struggled. Now they've had a tough stretch. Arkansas against Auburn, at least, is always a tough game. Oklahoma is better. Georgia's just better. You you go to Missouri, then you go to Kentucky next week. Basically, let me see when this game was. When was that Deep South game? Was it? Are they coming off a bye week here? October 5th. Yeah, they're coming off a fresh bye week, so they had a week to prepare. If you're Auburn, Missouri, I believe they played last week, but I don't have it in front of me. So, uh, Auburn off a bye. I like them to play tough. I don't know if I like them to win though. I like Missouri this year. I really do. Then they got to go to Kentucky. Then they got to play Vanderbilt, ULM,
Who you
and
lost
A&M.
to by 5 points, Ballard. What
I know.
happened, man?
I don't want to talk about it. It would not shock me. Vandy is actually playing a really good team this year. They really are. They're 4-2, two wins away from a bowl, which is awesome to see. Auburn is second to last. They're actually tied with Mississippi State at 0-3 in conference, and they're 2-4. I mean, this is one of, and I'm not saying this, I'm not trying to dog on Auburn. I'm just not. But this is um this is going to be a tough stretch.
Yeah, man.
But this game here, can they pull an upset? I say any given Saturday, it's possible. They're only underdogs by 4 points. The over-under is 49.5, which is where they say, well, if it hits 50, it's right at it. So, I mean,
Yep.
and pulls an upset, you better take the under because Auburn's not winning this in a shootout, nor can they score more than maybe 31 points in this game if they do win, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. But if I had to give a score prediction, I'm going to say Auburn 28, Mizzou 25 in OT, honestly.
You would take Auburn in overtime?
Yes, on a game winning, let's say 47-yard field goal.
That's very specific. I'm gonna have to come back to this one for that one.
Mm-hmm.
That that's specific. That might work. Now 25-28 in a field goal in overtime. That's kind of weird, but we've seen weird in college football, you know. We have. It happens. Uh I'm gonna not out of hate for Auburn. I don't hate Auburn anymore. I just don't. I don't love them, but I got respect, you know. I think they play it close. I think they give it what they got. I'm gonna say Missouri just being the better team this year, I'm gonna take them to win. And I do think they play it close though. I would say I like I don't think they cover. I think it's a field goal game. I'm going to say 3 points instead of 4. Missouri still wins but doesn't cover. So take Auburn in the points. I'm going to say 31-28 Mizzou.
Okay, I like that.
I like it too. I really do.
Mm.
They're saying avoid Alabama -3 at Tennessee. Ooh. That means they love Tennessee in an upset or they like Alabama by 2 or less.
Oh my
What's up,
gosh.
Carter Holmes? He says, we just kind of talked about this one actually. Does Miami beat Louisville? I think it'd be a really good game. And I love Louis. Well, I do love Louisville. But
Yeah, man.
Miami being favored on the road, I think that's kind of like Auburn, Missouri, where it's closer than we think. Miami, though, undefeated 2-0 in conference play. I just love Miami right now. And really, honestly, I never pick anyone to go undefeated, but I'm also on the belief of teams like that where until they lose, why would you pick them to lose? Because I do think
Exactly.
we're looking at potentially Clemson, Miami for the ACC title, which I think will be a great showdown in December.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so game day is fixing to come on in like 40 seconds here. Looking forward to it.
Also, did you see that BYU Oklahoma State game last night?
I did not see it last night. I had to work yesterday, and then I came home. I didn't. What was I watching? I think I just went to bed because I had such a long day, so I think I missed it. But I had heard that it was really close and really good.
Yeah, it was really close. It was like back and forth the whole game basically. And BYU I think got the dub.
38-35 BYU
Yeah, that it was that
in
close.
regulation. Um, Winning with 10 seconds left on a touchdown. Jake Retzlaff threw a 35-yard touchdown pass to Darius Lassiter with 10 seconds left, and number 13 BYU remained undefeated, outlasting Oklahoma State 38-35 on Friday night from the AP. Game day's on. We'll keep an eye on it, but we're also just hanging out here. Y'all feel free to join and stuff. We got 8 watching. Love and appreciate all of you on here. All on YouTube. Nobody on Facebook at the moment. Carter Holmes, what about Colorado? Are they off today? I haven't seen them on the schedule. Let me see.
Mm,
Let's see who they play. We'll share screen the whole schedule here. Let's see.
let's see. Do they play today?
They probably get a late game. I
I
don't
think
see
I
them,
I
and
think I
it's not set to top 25, so I'm guessing they're off.
hold up. I think I go down. I think I saw their logo somewhere. I think I saw their logo somewhere. I think they play. Son of a- Actually, hold on. Mm, uh, oh, they play Arizona. Yeah, they got Arizona. And Ballard just cut out. But oh, they play Arizona. Gotcha. Colorado plays Arizona today. Gotcha, Carter. Thanks, man. Thank you. Got you. So yeah, Ballard's gone. So Colorado playing Arizona on the road. That's got to be a tough game for the Buffaloes. But I do think they get it done today.
I'm back.
Up, he's back.
Internet went out for a second, so I gotta try to.
Colorado does play today. They're on the road against Arizona.
Are they on? They're at Arizona.
Yes.
Oh no, that's not good.
Ooh.
That's really not good. Now, I'm not saying they can't, win that game, but come on, Noah Fafita or Shadur Sanders. I actually might take Shadur over Noah Fafita, but I think it's really close because they got to be two of the best in the Big 12.
Yeah. You know what? As a Virginia fan, give me Arizona.
All right.
Yep.
Now, let me see here. Is it at night?
I think so, yeah.
I think I got it set to. Let me go to Big 12. Yeah, here they are. No, it's 3 o'clock Central on Fox.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get ESPN back. Let's go to Hulu first. I don't use Hulu Live on this TV, but I go to ESPN.
Mm, mm.
Carter Holmes wants to take Colorado in the
Colorado.
points. They're an underdog. Well, here
Mm-hmm.
we go. We got game day on. Of course, McAfee with a cowboy hat.
Oh, I love Pat, man. He's a funny guy.
He is funny and he's entertaining. Like his show's great, but I don't know. Is it me or do we need more professionalism on the show? I don't know. They say, "Oh, you got to be entertaining these days." Well, too much is too much sometimes.
Yeah. Also, remember that one time where he did the Georgia chant, but he actually picked Alabama and tricked all the Georgia
Yeah,
fans?
Theo Vaughn was the guest, and yeah, I remember that.
That was pretty hilarious, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
All-State playoff predictor. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. How's this updated? Let's see. Carter Holmes says, "Gotta love Pat." I do love Pat. I do. I'm
Yeah,
not going
man.
to deny that.
All-state playoff predictor. Who we got?
Pick a
Oh,
team out
Canada.
of these. Pick a team. Anyone.
Oh. Mm. Give me
Doesn't
Boise
matter.
State at Boise State at 47.
All right. So choose the winner of your team's toughest matchups. Okay, so
Ooh.
they gave us 3 matchups. Who wins these?
Ooh. Um, I think Boise State will beat UNLV,
Okay.
lose to San Jose State, and then beat the Beavers at home.
Okay. Will they win its conference championship game?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
No. Do they
No.
make it? They don't make it.
Yes, I do, but
They
I don't think
do?
they'll get it done.
Okay, no. Your team didn't make the CFP this time. Less than
Shoot!
1% to make the playoff. First round bye, 0%. To host the first round, less than 1. To be a first round visitor, less than 1. Let's pick another team here. Let's see let's replay.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to pick one. Let's do Penn State here.
Okay.
October 25th, they go to Wisconsin. I'll say they win it. I think Ohio State, because I'm not picking Penn State to beat Ohio State until I see it happen. I want to see it happen, but let's say Ohio State beats them. I think that'd be their first loss. I'm going to leave this one up to you. Can they go on the road and beat Minnesota, do you think? I think they lost there last time
Ooh.
in 2019. Do they win?
Against the Gophers. Mm.
Yep.
Nope, I don't think they're going to beat the Gophers in Minnesota. I do think it'll be close,
Okay.
but I do not think they can beat the almighty Gophers.
Now, let's say that puts them at 10-2 with Ohio State and Minnesota as their losses. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to say, based on Ohio State and Oregon being probably ahead, I'm going to say they don't make the game.
Ooh.
84% chance says they make the playoff. 32% chance to host the first round. No first round bye. To be a first round visitor, though, is a 51% chance. So they're saying on a home stadium site, like a college campus, Penn State will make it most likely, but they will not be the host. They will be on the road as a first round visitor. And depending on who it is, I would say they probably could get it done.
Mhm.
But James Franklin has not a terrible road record, but in times has struggled to get it done.
Yeah, but I think he's a pretty good guy, for Penn State.
He is good. He is good. Possible first playoff game. I didn't even see this before. Georgia. Oh my gosh. My grandparents who are Penn State fans would love it. They would just love it if Penn State went to Athens and got it done. So what is this? Is this the playoffs? So this
Mm.
is simulated to get Texas and Penn State in the championship and
They've
Texas
got
winning it.
Bama losing to
They got them.
Miami.
Oh, Sugar Bowl rematch. Come on.
Yep, they got Bama losing to Miami.
We got them beating Ole Miss, though.
Yeah, at least you beat Ole
Oregon
Miss,
beats
but
Navy. Navy's good this year, man. I like Navy in the group of 5.
yeah, but they got them losing to the quack quack Ducks.
Replay. Let's do another team. This is too good. Let's say
Hmm. Mm. Let's go for
Clemson.
your. Let's go for your. Now let's go for Bama.
Okay, Bama. Let's see what they do. Let's say they lose today. Let's pick Tennessee. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna start there.
Okay.
Do they beat LSU?
Yes.
Yes. Oklahoma on the road.
Ooh. I think it'll
Think
be
about it.
close. Hmm.
Think about it. If they lose to Tennessee, they have 2 losses. 3 losses will automatically get them out. So I think we have to pick a scenario where they lose to Tennessee but win these next 2.
Yeah, I definitely think they'll beat Oklahoma.
I think so too. I think it'd be close. Now, do they win the conference title?
Mm,
That's a good
yes.
question. They do?
Yes.
Or don't make the game?
I think they will make the game and win their conference championship.
You think it'd be against Texas? So you think we could get revenge on last year's loss there? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 99 or greater to make the playoff, first round bye, which means they will not host the first round and be a first round visitor. So they would actually be one of the top 4. I don't think they get the top seed though, but they could even be number 4, you know.
Mm.
But that so this is like losing a second game, winning out, and then which is crazy because they would have 2 SEC losses and still win the SEC.
Yeah.
I
Now
don't
let's
know if
look at the.
that'll actually happen.
Yep. Let's look at the bracket and see who.
Oh, look at this. Notre Dame or Penn State?
Ooh.
Oh, Notre Dame at home? Oh, wait, your team faces the winner of this game. Notre Dame or Penn. Dude, that would be an awesome playoff game, Notre Dame and Penn State.
Ooh.
Or Alabama going to or hosting one of them. So
Imagine if
we'll
they
do
went to
one.
South Bend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And won or lost. Either way, I'd still love the game because I'm sure it'd be close.
Oh yeah.
Let's do one more. I'll let you pick all of it.
All right. Um. Let's go for Oregon.
Oregon, you sure? We're doing this
Yes.
one last time, so unless there's a team on this list you really want to look at.
Mm, really want to look at Let's go for Clemson. Actually, let's go for the Tigers.
All
Ooh.
right.
All right, let's go for Clemson.
All right. So Louisville at Clemson next week or 2 weeks from now. So who wins?
Clemson.
Clemson. At Virginia Tech.
Of course, I'm picking Clemson. I hate Virginia Tech. What else can I say?
So they still only got the one loss to Georgia here, assuming they like win today and then win. Well, no, aren't they? Yeah, they play today. Um, so let's say they still got that Georgia loss. They go into these 3 tough games. Now,
Mm,
Pitt or Clemson?
I think Clemson will take an L to Pittsburgh.
Take a loss?
Yes,
Ooh, two
think it'll be.
losses. Now, do they win their conference?
Whew. Honestly, yes, I think they will win the ACC.
99% chance to make it. First round bye, 82. Hosting the first round, though, they don't like that. Being a first round visitor, that's a higher chance. All right.
Mm.
So we got some playoff predictors here.
Yeah, let's look at the
We did
bracket
Penn
though, and
State.
let's see.
Yeah. Let's see. So they would host. So let me see this. First round by Washington State beats Notre Dame. That's just laughable.
And look at Bama.
Clemson beats Washington State to face Oregon, who upsets Ohio State, who also beat Oregon also beat Georgia. Oh, Miami beats Alabama to Miami beats Texas or faces Texas but loses. Penn State beats Tulane, makes sense. Iowa State gets Penn State. That'd be a great game. Uh, so your final four looks like a 3, a 1, a 7, and a 4. Texas and Clemson for the title game. I think they probably got to have Texas winning that. Your team faces the winner of this game here. Um,
But the
okay,
fact that it
I
shows
like it.
Miami beating Bama again.
That's
Yes.
just
For me
weird.
as a
That's
Virginia fan, yes.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that.
Oh
I
my.
just don't. Maybe. I mean, I love Miami right now. I talked about it earlier, but
Mm,
I don't. It depends. Here's the thing: you got to think of where the first round games are going to be played. That'll determine the upsets because the crowds are going to sell out
yeah.
mostly with the home team. Like, dude, if they packed out Saban Field for Alabama for a first round game, chances are they're winning that game. Same
Yeah.
thing with Miami, Notre Dame in South Bend, Penn State in Happy Valley. There's just, it's crowd plays a factor. Like the fans mean so much in college football, it's not even funny, man. Like it really does play a difference because you're cheering on your team, you got all this enthusiasm, and you got all this hype in you, and it helps the team. The support, the love, the encouragement, it helps the team win really big games.
Hmm. But if y'all face Miami, I say y'all are taking this L to the U.
Yeah.
Just watch it happen in the playoffs.
We got a few people watching. Still haven't gotten anyone else in the back room, at least that I've seen. I'm sorry if I did miss you guys doing the playoff predictor, but
All right. Yep. Mhm. Also, you might be wondering if I'm wearing a Bama shirt. No, I am not. I am not. I'm actually wearing my Washington Nationals baseball shirt that I got from my local
okay.
Walmart the other day.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice.
repping my boys, the 2019 World Champs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So outside of that Virginia Clemson game, and I'm also going to take away, let's take away Georgia, Texas. Let's take away your team in Virginia. What game excites you the most today?
Honestly, like out of any of the games that are watchable today,
I'm going to tell you what excites me if I can't pick my team or
for me, I
Georgia,
would have to
Texas.
say LSU against Arkansas.
Yeah. I was gonna go Notre Dame at Tech.
Hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah, LSU at Arkansas, that in my opinion is game of the day right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. LSU, Arkansas. Arkansas's look really good this year. They really
Yeah, they're
have. And
looking pretty good.
I'm not surprised though, because I love Sam Pittman because obviously his character, but at the same time, it's like he's really built something, especially on the offensive side with what he's done with quarterbacks. So
Yeah. Also, I'm going to ask you something.
yeah.
Entering this Bama game against Tennessee, how you feeling? You feeling any confident?
No. No. No, I'm just kidding. A little confidence, but I think it's gotten better throughout the week just because I know they've had a week to prepare. But I'm nervous because the last time we went, and I'm also nervous just because of rivalry game jitters on the road. I mean, you really look at it, man. I've said it all week that like the Tennessee fans are not that confident this year, and Alabama's not that confident because they realize their team's got some serious issues that they need to work out. And overall, it's like, how do I put this? It's they're more confident in the opponent than they are their own team right now.
Mm, yeah, I definitely feel you there. I can tell you're pretty nervous going up against a really high quality team like the Vols, especially
Well,
on the
we're
road.
favored too. Like, yeah, on the road. I mean, Alabama's got a 54% chance to win. Tennessee, a 3-point underdog. Um, Josh Heupel this week is just talked about where he wants to see his team improve. And it's amazing when you look into it. Like, even the coaches, like the coaches and players are going to be confident. Of course, it's the
Right.
fans. Um, so
Yeah. Oh, there was one other game I wanted to mention. What was it? Oh yeah, Indiana and Nebraska.
yeah, I was actually talking about that. They're highlighting it on game day here. 6.5, 5-1 Nebraska, Indiana at home, 16 in the nation, 6-0. I was talking about it with my grandfather this morning about how good Indiana's doing and how they're still in it for the Big Ten. And even if not, like, I mean, we talk about the SEC teams we could get in. What about the Big Ten, man? Nebraska, Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State. I could do a rap like this here, yo. Like, uh, no, I don't know. I don't know who we're getting from the Big Ten. That's like, you know, there's a couple different good teams out there, and Indiana's one of the ones that surprised us. Now, they've played a
Yeah.
couple lesser opponents, but it's not bad. Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
you play
Also,
who you
I heard
play, and if
some
you're gonna win,
breaking news a few days ago. You want to hear it?
probably.
Hawaii, Hawaii is going to the Mountain West Conference.
Are they really? No, they're not.
Yeah.
Let me see this. I know that they added some teams to the pack, and they got to replace. Oh, they are,
Yep.
and the Mountain West is still trying to add teams.
They
Of
got
course, the
one.
Pac-12's growing big time. Let me double check who. Of course, it's Group of Five, but so Utah State, Boise State, Colorado State, Cal State. uh, Fresno, and San Diego State are all going to the Pac-12 alongside Washington State and Oregon State. What do you think about those teams?
Ooh, honestly, with those teams being added, I think the Pac-12 is gonna be absolutely stacked with those teams joining.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think that conference is gonna be stacked.
Well, here's the thing. You got good teams going in there. And I think they'd match up well against Wazoo and Oregon State.
Oh yeah,
The question is when you start doing these home and homes and you start getting into the playoff bid and you got to play not the Georgia and Texases and Alabamas, but just even the smaller Big Ten teams like an Illinois or someone, is it going to be fair for these teams? Are they going to match up well with the middle tier top, kind of competition? That's the big question that I have is we know that Fresno State's not going to come in here and be ready for Alabama or Georgia or Texas. We're not
but
ready
San
for the
Jose State
SEC.
might.
What's that?
San Jose State might be ready if they play
They
Bama.
well, maybe, but I know they're really good. I don't know if any of these teams would be ready for the bigger boys. All I'll say is this. Could they go out and beat an Auburn, LSU, Oklahoma, what's some ACC opponent? Could they beat? Well, they could beat Florida State. We know anybody can. Clemson, uh, Miami, Louisville. Can they take care of it?
Yeah, or in Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So they got Sark coming on. Coach Sarkeesian's going to be mic'd up live,
Yep.
or I don't know if he's going to be mic'd up, but they might have him as a guest.
Yeah. Speaking of
I'm
Arkansas,
curious
what are
about
your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Arkansas so far this year?
they're looking pretty good. I don't know if they win tonight against LSU. I really don't know. Like it's kind of one of those coin flip games, right? Because it's always really good. It's the what is it? The Battle of the Boot
I think
trophy.
it is.
So they did beat Tennessee a couple weeks ago. They lost to A&M. They're coming off a bye week. They beat Auburn. They've beaten some interesting teams. They even beat UAB. But UAB is UAB. I mean, they really
Yeah.
want Trent Dilfer out of there, but they lost in double OT to Oklahoma State. So here's what I'll say. I think that Taylor Green and this offense are very explosive, very good, very well disciplined, and I think Arkansas is very competitive. I look at the other side of the coin for LSU tonight. I look at Nussmeier. He's a few yards shy of 2,000. He does have 6 INTs. He's got 18 touchdowns. They've won their last 5 games, which is really really good. They haven't lost since that first game. 2-0 in the conference. They've
Mm-hmm.
really turned it around, and I don't see a reason to pick against the Tigers until they show otherwise. Now, could they lose tonight? Absolutely. Anything's possible in the SEC. Anything happens in rivalry games like this. But this is, looking for Arkansas. They're looking for their second straight top 10 upset after what they did 19-14 to Tennessee. They're
Yep.
looking for it, man. They're wanting it. I don't know who to pick here. It is at Arkansas at night. They got a 45.8% chance to win for Arkansas, 54.2 for LSU.
Yeah.
Don't know who to pick here. It's really tough, but I like
Yeah.
both teams.
Yeah. And you said Arkansas is coming off a bye week.
Yes, after they beat Tennessee, yeah.
Do you think they're going to be a little bit rusty coming off a bye week, or do you think they'll be just fine?
That's the thing is sometimes we think bye weeks are good for teams, and they are, so you can prepare and rest up. But when you come off a bye week, 9 times out of 10, you're ready. But that other 1 time out of 10 times, you're not ready. And Arkansas needs to maintain their focus and intensity in this game so that way they can pull off another upset. And I think they can do it. I don't think they will do it because I like LSU in this game. I'm going to pick the Tigers over the Hogs, but I think it's possible. I do. I'm going to give Arkansas every chance in the world.
Yeah, man, because that's the thing. That's literally the thing. Like, 9 times out of 10, you're ready, then at one time, you're not. That's the thing about coming off these bye weeks.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Who did LSU's coming off that Ole Miss win in overtime?
yeah, which I don't know how in the world they beat Ole Miss.
I don't know either. That's a mystery that will never be solved. How about this game? Let's talk about this one at 2:30. Same time as Tennessee Bama, so we won't be live for this, but we got to keep an eye on it while we are live for Tennessee and Bama. Notre Dame at Tech. I think we had talked about it a little bit, but I don't know if we dove into it. 83.4 for Notre Dame. It's at Tech. 2:30 kickoff. Notre Dame by
um,
14. They look really good. I
it's actually at
don't know if I
Mercedes-Benz
trust.
Stadium in Atlanta.
It is new. Yeah, no, that's neutral site. Um, Home crowd probably favors Tech. Tech won their last two. Notre Dame's looked solid since that loss to NIU, winning their last four.
Mm-hmm.
Have not really had a bye week yet, if I'm not mistaken. Unless were they
Yeah,
off the 31st? I don't know. Anyway, you look
yeah,
at Riley Leonard or Haynes King. I trust Riley Leonard more than Haynes King, but both look pretty good. I
yeah.
like Jamal Haynes for Georgia Tech over Love, but I think it's close. I think it's almost an even matchup. It's almost an even matchup. Notre Dame is favored by 14, and I think that's giving too much credit to them, not because of Notre Dame, but because I think they're underestimating what Georgia Tech can do. If Georgia Tech wins this, they will be in a bowl with their sixth win. The winner of this is playing for like, hey, who gets to a bowl first? We know they're both going to get to a bowl game, 5-2, 5-1, mid-season form, right? But you don't. It's almost a automatic for Notre Dame, right? You feel that way. But don't underestimate what Georgia Tech can do. They got some good playmakers. They beat Florida State that week one, week zero, whatever. Malik Rutherford looks good. Kyle Efford on the defense has 52 tackles. Amari Harvey, don't say that 5 times fast. He's a defensive back. He's got an interception. Other guys on their defense, Kyle Efford uh, or Eford, has a sack. Janilis Tatum, Tay Seymour, Romello Height, Omar Daniels. These guys are dudes, and they got a lot of good tackles. Amari Harvey, I mentioned, has an interception. They've only intercepted the ball one time. They've got 23 defended passes. They have 9 sacks for 60 yards on the season, which is really good defensively for Tech. Things are looking up for Brent Key. I know they are.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't I don't want to touch this Notre Dame game because Notre Dame's always a mystery against teams like this. I don't know if I want to mess. I would not place any money on this game. I would not place a dime on Notre Dame and Georgia Tech. I just would not. I don't know who to take. I don't know if Notre Dame's going to cover, win outright. I don't know if Tech's going to pull an upset. I don't know if Notre Dame's going to win and not cover. I don't know. It's at Tech at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but I there's
You're
I mean
just
it's not
clueless.
Bobby Dodd, but
You're just clueless at this point.
with this game, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, want to talk about some candidates for the Heisman Trophy?
Yeah, I want to see what ESPN Bet has on that.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I know Milroe's still kind of in it. Nico's still kind of in it.
Cam
Let me
Ward.
see. Heisman Trophy winner, January 6th at 6:30. I'm not placing a bet, but we're gonna see what ESPN Bet has. I do not gamble, but I am always curious to see what the odds are. Ashton Genty, that's the Boise State quarterback, right? He's the
Yes.
favorite. He is the favorite. Dylan Gabriel behind him, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers are your top six. And then you get into the Carson Becks and Cade Klubniks and Nussmeyers. And how is Cade Klubnik above Drew Aller and Jackson Dart?
Are you?
He's looked really good. I'm not going to deny that, but I am a little curious because I mean I look at Penn State and what they've done offensively, and I also do look at Clemson.
Yeah.
Maybe they have performed a little bit better. It is, you know, it is
Yeah.
interesting.
Can't forget about the GOAT at Boise State, Ashton Genty, the Boise State QB, who I think is easily the Heisman Trophy winner, and no questions asked there.
Nico Iamaleava's at 10,000.
And how was he above Riley Leonard? Is my question.
Probably because he's better than Riley Leonard. In my book, he is. He's not.
Yeah.
Now Leonard's not bad, but I would probably take Nico over Riley.
Yeah. Also, look at your quarterback in the top five, Jalen Milroe. Look at that.
Yeah, yep. Top five, right there at number five.
What else do we got?
Who's at the bottom of the list? Zachariah Branch. Which one is he again? No, I
Hmm.
don't want to bet anything. Zachariah Branch.
I forgot what team he's on.
USC wide receiver. That's right. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
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 he's a
yeah.
wide
I,
receiver
I
for
figured he was USC. I knew I heard that name. He's a wideout.
yeah,
To
for
make the
Southern Cal.
playoff. Uh Alabama to make playoff
Also,
450.
yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Clemson, Iowa State, Indiana,
Mhm.
all these.
Mhm.
Georgia's 450. So Georgia and Alabama are the same. Plus 300 on no, 450
Yep.
yes.
Hmm. Also, speaking of Jalen Milroe, what are your thoughts on him entering this game against the Vols? How do you think he'll do?
I don't know if he has a performance like Bryce Young had a few years ago, but I think he'll do pretty good. I think the offensive style with Kalen DeBoer at coach, looks really good. But I think I I guess I do have questions about both teams' defenses. Like it'll be high scoring somewhere, but it's not going to be that 52-49 like we saw 2 years ago. So I think he could perform well.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think Milroe will be good against a team like Tennessee.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, man.
Let me plug this in.
All right, man. Well, I'm probably gonna hop off and get ready to watch some football games. But thanks for the time, man.
Always, man. You're always welcome. Thanks, Dominic.
Thanks, man. Good luck to your tie today.
All right. Good luck to Virginia.
Thanks, man. Have a good day.
Thanks.
See ya.
All right. All right. Thank you, Dominic, for being the first guest on our show today. Good conversation with him. Got a few people watching. No one's clicked the StreamYard link again, but love and appreciate you guys for always showing up. College Game Day tailgate, picks, College Game Day, and more with BSM. And they are talking right now with Sarkeesian of the Longhorns, asking him questions. I'm not even sure what they're asking him because I Saban talking about he's talking with Sark a little bit. And if you guys remember, he was a former assistant for the Tide. Played at BYU, coached at USC, Washington too. Sarkisian was, and then he was obviously our offensive coordinator at Alabama for a little while. And just really good conversation he's having with Coach Saban, like, you don't want to mess with me and stuff like that. And he knows what I'm like. I don't know. Brock Vandergrift. Why is Brock? Why do they put backup quarterbacks on? Oh no, Brock's at Kentucky now, isn't he? My God, what's wrong with me? He's at Kentucky. That's my bad. Don't get mad. He transferred. I keep thinking Brock's still the backup at Georgia. I'm not watching Kentucky this year. I mean, I watched a little bit of that Georgia game, but all I know is that Georgia should have lost. Evan Stewart, I know he's at Oregon. He's plus 50,000. So, yeah, we only got two watching. We still had fun with Dominic on here. Still good talking with you guys. And we are going to let Rooster and Chuck and everybody else who's going live for the noon games go live for the noon games. But we will be live later on for um, Tennessee, Bama, and then obviously Georgia, Texas tonight. Yeah. When I say I'm doing a marathon, I'm not saying I'm doing like a 12-hour stream. I'm cutting it up a little bit. So it's just one of those where I've never gone live, I don't think, multiple times on a Saturday. I usually just pick one game and we just kind of hang out with it. So we'll probably go till 10.
I have a surprise for you. Oh, yeah. Feast your eyes on this. That's sexy. Feels so new. I want to feel this feeling again and again. Can I hold it? How bad do you want to hold it? In a bag, that's pretty quick. Or deep tones.
I would say let's go for 2 hours, but I've run out of stuff to talk about. I was thinking we'd get a crowd. I'm not complaining. I just I'm a little bit surprised. Well, no, I'm not, because I think is Lou live? If Lou, Kangaroo Black, everyone's live this morning. I might go hang out with Uncle Lou for a little bit on his channel and his comments, but I don't know. Appreciate everyone for watching. I think at one time we had 4 or 5 guys watching, which I love and appreciate that. Thank you, Dominic, for coming on. But I think it's still a marathon, but we're gonna take breaks. So I think here at the hour mark, which it looks like it just hit, we'll go ahead and get out of here for the tailgate stream. We did our picks. We talked some college game day and even more here on Ballard Sports Media. So I love you guys. We will be live for Bama, Tennessee at 2:20 Central, 3:20 Eastern, just 10 minutes before kickoff. And then We will also hang out tonight for Georgia, Texas. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go spend some time with my grandparents. I love you guys. God bless. And from a Bama fan, roll Tide. We'll see you later.